everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Look what I have. I couldn't tell the guy at the store that I was going to buy this for myself. I had to lie that it was a present for my little one, but I bought it for myself. It's so cute. You cannot tell me that it's not cute. Okay, back to the video. Anyways, today, I don't know why I'm smiling and you'd think that it's a positive video, but today, no. We are gonna talk about my near-death experience from when I was 1 year old. We're gonna talk about how I almost died. That's why I'm so happy, because I'm gonna talk about my near-death experience. And okay, so that happened when I was 1 year old. So obviously I do not remember the whole thing. Like, it's weird how you cannot remember what you were doing yesterday or when you were 4 years old, but somehow I have flashbacks from when I was 1 year old. So I have just very little information about that, so that's why I had to like talk to my mother about this experience. And she told me like most of the details that I'm gonna share with you guys in this video. So yes, so my mom had me when she was pretty mature. Like, she had my brother when she was like 27. Right, yes, I have an older brother. But afterwards, my mom and my father, they wanted to have another child, and they were trying for another child and they couldn't have one. I mean, my mom would get pregnant and then she would have a miscarriage. Basically, she had like 5 miscarriages, one by one, in a row. And then they were on holidays and my mom got sick. Like, they were skiing and stuff, and my mom got sick and she called the doctor, and apparently she was pregnant with me. So I was kind of like a surprise. She had me when she was like 39. I know, pretty late, but hello. So this story that I'm gonna share with you guys has taken place when I was 1 year old. So correct me if I'm wrong, but in my community of people, like, it is believed that you shouldn't celebrate your 40th birthday for some reason, because it's gonna give you a lot of unluck and like evil things may happen. Like, tell me if that's the same thing in your community of people where you live and stuff. But this is something that my family believes. So how I would explain all of this, because indeed happened some really nasty things, I would say that everything that happens around us is just basically a result of our mind and how it is being programmed by ourselves. But anyways, again, irrelevant. So my mom decided to celebrate her 40th birthday, and she's a very superstitious person, and I don't understand how she agreed to celebrate her 40th birthday. Maybe my father convinced her to do that, but anyways, she decided to do that. So basically she was alone with me, home alone. And yes, my brother was at school, my father was at work, or he was going shopping for some groceries. I don't know. Basically we were home alone together. And she was in the kitchen and I was standing by her. Normal things, girly things. A mother and her daughter in the kitchen. But anyways, again, irrelevant. She was making something with some apples, I guess. And I looked at her and I said, Mommy, give me an apple, please. I want an apple, please. Can I have one? She said, sure, honey. There you go. And she handed me a slice of an apple. And again, I don't remember much about that, but from when my mom told me, I was silent for a couple of minutes or maybe seconds, I don't know, and then she thought that that was weird apparently, and she looked at me and I was basically violet. Like, my face was this bluish violet color. Like, listen, normal children, how would they react? They would scream. Okay, you cannot scream because this is in your throat, but they would try to call for help, like they would touch their mother's hand and show their mother that something's wrong. I don't know, that would make something, right? And I was just standing still, I wasn't screaming. I guess I was thinking about life. Like I don't understand, but I know I'm pretty okay with death. But I was way too calm. My mom told me that that was kind of like freaky from my side because of course she freaked out. Like you're with your child and his face turns like in a bluish color. How would you react? Again, she was alone with me, like she couldn't call for help. She thought that if she's gonna call for ambulance, it's gonna take too long and I might be dead by the time they come, so that was out of the question. So she kind of like run. She decided to run from one room to another like a crazy person. And I was still standing still. As she told me the story, she said that something hit her out of the blue and she like decided to come into the kitchen. She took me like by my legs and she like shook me a little bit. She decided to shake me. And then I started coughing. She put her hand near to my mouth and I threw away the slice of apple and it was full of blood. And this is the only flashback that I have. I do remember like the exact shape of that slice of an apple and the blood over and everything, but again, it's just some very blurred image of that. So yeah, that was kind of the experience. She called the whole event off. In the end, they did not celebrate my mother's 40th birthday. And yes, it kind of like turned weird, but also interesting and fascinating. And of course, right now I don't have a problem with apples, like I can eat them, but it's pretty interesting. Yes, that's my story, and I hope it wasn't too gross. I hope it wasn't too boring, but yes, it's a part of me, and weirdly enough, I don't think I was traumatized by that experience because I was too little to remember something. Again, I have some flashbacks, but that's all I got. Just some near-death experiences. One of many. Actually, no, it's one of the two experiences that I have. One time, I nearly drowned into the water, but again, it wasn't that bad, so I'm still breathing and living, so everything turned out okay. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to me and for watching this video. Thank you so much, and yeah, goodbye.